Viewer discretion is advised while watching this program. The thoughts and views expressed are solely those of the two hosts. No, just a little one. It's just a little one. It's just shaking a little bit.
That's good. That's good.
All right, we rolling?
Yeah, I started recording.
Quickie, to all our millions.
Oh, maybe it doesn't have to be that quick. I just the past few nights I've been going in my garage and working out because I get off so late instead of going to the gym. And the garage is like 106 outside right now. The garage is probably like 110 or something. So I'm just in there just sweating like
just
crazy.
Baking, huh?
Yeah, it's like a sauna workout. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Do it all.
Yeah.
Fun.
Good deal, man. So
yeah, I might do that after this. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll take a break and do it in the morning. But it's not as hot in the morning.
There you go. But then you got to commit to actually getting up out of bed at 4 a.m. and getting in the workout.
I hate getting up early. I like staying up late. It just never works out. But we'll see. One day maybe.
Yeah, there you go. I was up at 4 a.m. this morning, clanging and banging.
Oh,
Because I wanted to go play golf. I was much like you. I was working out in my garage at 4 a.m. this morning because I was going to go play golf after work, but it was just too goddamn hot, and I didn't have any motivation to go play it when I got home. But I did get a nice workout in the morning. Really nice workout.
There too, right?
Excuse me?
It's hot over there too, right?
Yeah. So over here in my swamp, it's about 80 degrees, and over there where I work, it was about 106. But there's like a nice little dry heat over there. So we'll take it.
Yeah.
It sucks when you're out there at work and you're throwing the garbage away and you start sweating when you're throwing the garbage away. That shit sucks.
Never good.
No, not good.
Oh, fuck that.
So, took care of business, had a good workout in, got a little cardio in.
Ooh. What'd you do for cardio?
So when I was done I got a good about 40 minutes of free weights and stretching in my garage. And then by the time I was done with that, the sun was out. So I was able to go out and run on the golf course, which I enjoy doing.
That's cool.
Yeah. So sometimes you got to avoid the sprinklers because they water pretty regularly.
Yeah.
It's a golf course, public golf course. So it's got to look nice, but it's beautiful out there running and watching the sunrise in the morning on the golf course. So I just run a couple holes down there by the house, run about 4 or 5 holes, about 1,700 yards, I think I have it measured to. Then I did a little bit more of stretching when I got done, stretched out the calf muscles and the hamstrings. I got a couple good stretches that I worked on. Felt pretty good going into work. Busy ass day at work.
Oh yeah, it's one of the busiest of the year, right? For 4th of July.
I think today was the busiest day of the year so far. I think so. Yeah, very busy day. Hopefully we make the numbers. So positive note on the last episode, or maybe one of the episodes prior, we talked about the bonus and oh shit, my mom's calling. I'll have to call her back. It's more important. But we did make double bonus, so.
Oh shit!
Bonus coming. Yeah, we hit the numbers, so maybe I'll get something nice here in the next month or so with my bonus money.
Oh, you can
I don't know what yet. Something nice.
That'd be awesome.
Something nice. And then a sucky thing happened, but it's just part of life and home ownership and ownership and stuff. I had to buy tires for the car, so tires suck. That's $800 out the door, but I mean, you need tires.
Maybe a year or two ago now. So
it's just one of those things you have to do.
Like you don't think about it. You're like, fuck. It's been about 5 years or whatever it is.
It's been about 70,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So you made yourself a smoothie. What'd you put in that smoothie?
I've been doing, I usually have frozen blueberries and a banana. And then, I usually have frozen mango and I put that in, but I didn't have that today. So just the blueberries, banana. I put 2 scoops of protein powder, fiber, the orange fiber from Walmart.
Oh.
And then a scoop of creatine and a scoop of a tablespoon of beet powder. Beet powder makes
you got everything covered in there.
Yeah, I hope so. I always do it after a workout, but I was like, I'm kind of hungry.
Protein? You got the vegetables?
It's
intense.
Yeah.
And the beet powder, that's got a lot of antioxidant qualities in it as well.
Beets make your dick hard. That's what I hear. It's nature's Viagra. Brian Danielson said it's nature's Viagra. So I don't know. I guess.
Well,
it can't hurt.
It's not going to hurt.
I don't think so. So I'm going for it. You know.
Beet powder? Is that it?
Yeah, I used to chop up a little bit of beet and put it in, but then my lady gave me this powder. I think that's just easier. I don't know if it's as potent, but maybe giving it a shot.
So you have a big match coming up this weekend. Do you care to divulge?
Yeah, maybe I'll try and put the fucking clip in. I mean, it's another match. It's this guy. I don't know. He's probably decent, but it's I have a feeling it's gonna be the same as usual. I just dominate, and then it never leads anywhere. Or then I'll face somebody that promoter cares about and lose the next time. So we'll see. I'm supposed to join some group, but we'll see about that too. These indie promotions, they come up with ideas, and then it's like regular promotions. They're like, yeah, that was gonna be the plan, and then it doesn't happen. Just fucking never wrestle again, or you know.
So what venue will you be performing at this weekend?
Oh, it's at the FSW Arena. I think it's like between $10 and $20 to get in. Go to FSW Wrestling or FutureStarsWrestling.com or Twitter or something. Figure it out. Or you can stream it on Triller or Fight TV or something. You can stream the show. The arena. Yeah, if you're not in Vegas, you can stream it. I would recommend that. I think our big fan, the taco guy that always posts, his name's Brian. He said he's gonna try and stream it. We'll see if it's worth streaming though. I don't know. It might be a quick match. Hopefully it's significant. It's worth my time. You know, sometimes I do these things, and I'm like, I don't know if anything really got accomplished tonight. Was this worth not working, or you know? So, gotta be optimistic. Hopefully any tips, any cool finishers you think I should do? Maybe I should do a heart punch, or like something new.
How about whatever you do, don't go off the top rope.
No,
you don't want to end up like Sid did that time.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a heel anyway, so it's like I don't know. I never really go off the top rope. I did one time, but it's like a crossbody or something. I don't know.
Somebody in my neighborhood or nearby is just shooting a ton of fireworks off, and it's
all Lompoc, from what I hear. It's just nonstop.
So I heard another unconfirmed rumor that after years and years of fireworks show, they canceled the fireworks yesterday, or they're going to cancel the fireworks show at the stadium. I've
feel
heard
like they cancel it every year now.
Really? This is the first
like,
I've ever heard that they canceled it.
Oh, like, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but I feel like they keep planning to have it, and then the winds are going to be too high, and they just cancel. Huh. Some shit like that. I think it's a scam. But
I mean, I think that thing was pure profit for the city of Lompoc, I believe, but
who knows?
It might not have.
Maybe it's over budget, and they're just like, eh.
Well, then the other thing is, like you said earlier, everybody in Lompoc's shooting their own off. So do we really need one big show?
Probably not. Just let everybody else do their stupid fireworks that suck.
So I guess yesterday was Bret Hart's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Bill Goldberg wished him a happy birthday?
I know, we should have. I don't know. I don't know how to get into contact with him, but yeah, we should definitely. We're throwing it out there. We're wishing you happy birthday, Brett. I know you're watching. Maybe this will come up in his algorithm.
How about if he probably wished Bill Goldberg wasn't around, because it probably took 10 birthdays away from him in the future after that.
Oh yeah, for sure. At least 10 birthdays.
He lost 10 birthdays after that. Yeah. Hey, so I enjoyed that picture you sent of Foley signing the Three Faces and the older Three Faces of Foley.
Yeah.
So he will be out in California back in August, coming up in San Jose, Downey, and Bakersfield.
Nice.
And the one in Bakersfield I was looking at said you don't need to buy a ticket. You just need to show up from 5 to 8, and he's going to sign. He said nobody will be turned away. He's going to sign everything as long as you pay to have him sign it.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. So if you want to look that up, but it's a Friday. The Bakersfield one is in a Friday.
Oh, okay.
August.
If I'm not working, I'll drive or fly over there, and like you could do it if you want. That'd be cool. That'd be like a cool thing to get signed for sure.
That's the Three Faces, huh?
On top of my mantle right now. See at the very top there?
I see it.
Yeah. That'd be cool. And he does like he like picks he knows what looks good. He picks the color for signing each one. He takes care for collectors.
So I think it would be super cool because we already got Mick Foley signed our book.
Yeah.
But we didn't get Cactus Jack, and we didn't get Dude Love, but we did get a picture with Mankind.
Or Mankind, yeah. So that would be all the signatures he does, as far as we know.
That would be pretty cool because, like, I think one signature at the Bakersfield thing, I think it was $60, and you could get a picture and a signature. Like the combo was like $100. But do you think if you showed up with the Three Faces, is that 3 for 1 or is that 1?
I don't know what he does because to pay $180 for that one item, it's like, ugh. Maybe he's cool about it, since I think that was why he had him put 3 things in one thing. But it could be his Foley grifter gene, or like making the most money he can gene, and I don't know. Maybe that's some. He used to be on Twitter or something. You could probably ask stuff like that, but I don't know. I guess not anymore. So might just have to wait and see.
So there's if we do it, I have 2 things, because I regretted it the day that we went the last time. Was I wish I would have got the figure signed, but I mean, I'm happy I got the book signed, but I was like, dude, the figure would have been sweet. The one from the cage.
Yeah, because it's a cool display box too. So it's like, that would be.
So, like, best case scenario, like, if we did this again, which I would be down to do if we could work out the day, would be to get the Three Faces signed. If you could get it for 1, like if you could do that, and then get the other figure signed, would be cool. The one from the original Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, for sure. If I could get all 3 of those, or all 3, and then the other one for like $120, that wouldn't be too bad,
Because we already got the picture.
Yeah. What was What was the other one we did? How much did that cost us? Because we got 2 signatures and a picture for it, right?
I thought you could get two signatures and a picture, I believe, and we split it. Probably like, wasn't it like?
Didn't we get 3 things signed?
Oh yeah, Patrick's book.
So we got 3 signs and a
picture.
Oh, that's how it was. It was 3 signatures and a picture.
And it was like what, 180 or 190 bucks or?
Oh, okay, maybe it was then. So yeah, getting 3 things signed. I don't know. Maybe that's the idea.
We got whatever it was. We got the.
I don't know. Whatever. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Just pay the money. Pay the man. I've probably stolen pay-per-views before that he's been on. He deserves some of that money, you know.
No comment.
Or some, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool if we go though. See him again. Hopefully he doesn't think we're psycho stalking him like he did after he saw we came back.
Oh, you guys remember? He said, "Oh, you guys were in the back the whole time." Oh.
No, back. Then somebody saw him at the taco shop we were at. I think, like later on, I saw somebody took a picture with him, and he was like, "Oh, I think that's the place we were at."
Probably. Hey, what was your opinions of the UFC this past weekend? Did you get a chance to watch that?
No, I was in fucking Ridgecrest. There's nowhere to watch UFC in Ridgecrest unless I bought the pay-per-view.
What was your overall opinion of Ridgecrest? So,
and Ridgecrest.
Nobody has to go to Ridgecrest after this review of Ridgecrest, huh?
It's Ridgecrest is like Lompoc, but in a desert, and as far as I could tell, no freeway. Like you're on the freeway, you exit in 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, you're in Lompoc. It seemed like it was closer to 40 or to an hour off the freeway to get to Ridgecrest, and yeah, at least an hour from the 15. And yeah, I was there. I was like, oh, go to a diner. It's just typical diner food. I'll go to this. I'll see what stores they have. They have a Walmart. They had a Marshall's. They had a miscellaneous store that I was optimistic about, and it was just like, those stores where they buy a bunch of shit from stores that closed down and try to resell it to you. And it wasn't even a real store. It was like a shed they built, and they had a bunch of couches, and like every other aisle had a air mattress on it. It's like, you guys don't even stock this shit in the right area. Like, you guys have no business sense. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I went to the tap room. Tap room was all right, and the guy told me it used to be is a naval base, that it's like near China Lake. What if you ever heard of that? And that's the whole reason the town exists, is because it was a naval base. So, and it was Pride Day. The guy told me there were Pride fireworks that night. So we stayed at Airbnb. The Airbnb is 106 there because it's in the fucking desert. And when we talked to the people we were staying with, they're like, yeah, it's on a swamp cooler. I'm like, fuck, we can't even get AC in this motherfucker. Like, we're in the desert, shitty place, middle of nowhere. We picked the Airbnb with a goddamn swamp cooler, which I didn't even know that you could do that at a house. You just put a swamp cooler on a fucking, as your AC.
For those of us who don't know, what is a swamp cooler?
So a swamp cooler will take, it's basically like moisture running through a fan. So the fan blows like theoretically cool air on you. Like, you'll see them at like, they usually put them on, they're like these huge fan units. You'll see it like
a football game on a hot day on the sideline.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, and you look at the back of it, and there's like water running down, and it's like cardboard or something. I don't know how you hook up a swamp cooler. It's probably a slightly different system for like HVAC, but my guess is this thing is hooked up to your water line, and it's the fan that's circulating through your HVAC is technically blowing air with cool water, and it cools you down better than just a regular fan because there's moisture in the air or whatever. But like it doesn't, I mean, it's as cool as the water that you're blowing, and I don't know, it's not ideal.
Needless to say, the swamp cooler didn't cool you down.
It was better than nothing, but it didn't cool the house down much. And like pretty much, so my lady was going to a funeral at a Mormon church, which another thing this place had, they had about 19 churches. I drove down a strip of their area, and it was like a different church every block. I was thinking, I sent this to you guys, but when you live in a place that bleak, you gotta believe in something. And so everybody had a religion in this town, whether it was Mormon, Christian, or there was probably a Jewish temple that I didn't find, or well, I don't know. Usually I don't know how the Jewish population would make it out to Ridgecrest. I wouldn't recommend Ridgecrest though overall. Their Walmart was very nice and new, and they did have, actually, here's some I bought. I don't think I'll keep it. I kind of bought it from my friend who's a big Steve Austin fan, but I was like, oh, I better get something from Ridgecrest. It's a Steve Austin Monday Night War set where he comes with a beer can. First time they've had beer. Well, it's not a beer can, but it's a can. And first time Mattel's. Yeah, and he's dressed up like the fucking when he's spraying people with the beer or whatever. I don't know, something. So I got that for my friend. But yeah.
Do you think you'll ever go back to Ridgecrest?
I don't ever need to go back to fucking Ridgecrest. It was terrible. I mean, I wasn't going for fun. So in that sense, it was like, okay, it's a town. I walked around it. I went and bought beers and started drinking them. And then while I was walking around, and I was like, all right, this is as good as it gets in Ridgecrest. Don't ever need to come back. So I won't be back unless another person dies and I also told my lady, I was like, I'm not going to this funeral. Did you know Steve Austin has a no funeral policy?
We had talked about it last week.
Okay, did we? Okay, so I forgot, but yeah, I'm making that my policy. I told her, I'm not gonna go to funerals anymore unless it's like, if like a good friend died and it was like I couldn't explain to their widow that like ahead of time, like, I don't do funerals. I'm just gonna drink beer on the hill across the street from the funeral, if anything. Or like that's.
Didn't he go to Owen Hart's funeral?
I don't know. I think he might have, but like maybe he made the proclamation after that, and then he couldn't go back on it. But he was outside Eddie Guerrero's on a hill, drinking beer or something. So it was like kind of did. But I was like, I'm gonna go drink beer and walk around this town, piss in a bush, and then don't need to go back. I accidentally bought non-alcoholic beer too at one point. It was pretty good. It tasted like an IPA, but I don't know. Ridgecrest, not recommended. Don't go out of your way. No reason.
There you heard it. Man of integrity, Apostle Judah Matthew, on the do's and don'ts of Ridgecrest, folks.
Yeah, ask me.
Did not get a high review.
Yeah, that's it for Ridgecrest. Let's never speak of it again.
Let's just try to forget that can happen. That could be chalked up as a lost weekend for you.
Oh, yeah, it was fine. I didn't see UFC. I saw the knockout though. I guess it's round 2, really early. Pereira, kicked him right in the head, and that was about it.
Dude, I'm thinking that guy's the baddest mother effer walking the earth right now as a combat athlete.
I mean, he's pretty crazy. I don't know who else nobody in that division seems like they'll beat him, and then he could probably do some damage to most heavyweights.
So what do you think he walks around at?
Oh, like 230 or something at least when he's in shape. I think he said that.
He could go to heavy, no problem.
Yeah, if he just didn't cut weight, he could do a heavy. But I don't know.
He'll fuck Aspinall's mother, won't he?
Oh,
he'll whip
I don't
Aspinall.
know. Yeah, I would think so. But like, Israel Adesanya knocked him out in their fight, in one of their fights, and that was like 185, right?
But that was a very uncomfortable weight for Pereira, huh?
Yeah, so maybe he's just like out of it from being at that low ass weight. But yeah, like once you get knocked out once, it's kind of like maybe you won't get knocked out every time, but more common. And like, yeah, taking a power, like he's a really powerful puncher and can like knock people out. But I don't know. It's just once you get that heavy, well, like we haven't even really seen John Jones fight more than like a couple times at heavyweight, right?
Couple rounds,
and like if he ever fights Stipe, we'll see, but he should beat Stipe, and then it would be like that would be the fight to make. Jones versus Pereira.
That's a money fight for them, huh?
I think that could be big, but because everybody would think he would beat Jones, maybe, but I don't know if Jones would even take that. He's he seems like he's a smart
businessman.
Huh?
I wouldn't go out of my way to want to fight Alex Pereira. I don't care who you are. No, I would not fuck with that guy.
Yeah,
I don't care who you are.
They're lucky they have him right now because of the Conor dipping out and him willing to fight and all this shit. So.
Hey, what about that? MG? He took the fight on 2 hours notice because the other guy.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. I was confused, and I was
he just happened to be in Las Vegas at the host city of where the fight was, right place at the right time.
I mean, it was International Fight Week, so they had everybody there, most people there, that anybody that's involved in UFC that wanted to be there could be there. So I worked that slap event until like halfway through the show, and then I got off. I saw Nakamura.
But then Nakamura, he walked out one of the participants the next night.
He helped train one of those guys, so that's why he was in town.
Was that right? Is that why he was?
Yeah,
okay.
That's cool.
I was wondering what he was doing there.
Yeah. He was like either help train him or I don't know. He does jiu-jitsu in Florida or something, so maybe he really did legit like help train him. I think he's close to black belt or something, so probably sparred with him or whatever. It's good crossover.
Okay.
Yeah, so it could be something. What else? I was gonna Did you watch the whole show or you just watched the main event?
I just watched the main card.
Okay.
It was good. I mean, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It was an enjoyable night of fights. You know, I'm not the biggest fight fan, but I have the means of getting the fights, so I take advantage of it now and again. And I didn't have anything going on, so I just watched it as a casual fan.
Okay. Yeah, I wish I had been able to watch it, but again, Ridgecrest. I mean, I'm not gonna pay, and there was no bar in town that I could tell would have played that, so whatever. I was done.
Okay.
You know what I did do in Ridgecrest that night though? After I had a couple of Steve Weisers or whatever, I made a ringside collectibles order, which is like. I'm gonna do it. I always like I get in the mood and I'm like I gotta just do this, and then I won't have to fig hunt for a while and like save me gas money. It'll just be worth it overall. Pay a little extra, just get them. And then you want me to go over my order? It's kind of a mystery. Like I kind of remember, but I also feel like there might be something in there that I'm like, shit, why'd I order that?
Absolutely. Let's hear it.
gonna be great.
I know there's a gobbledygooker and an egg.
Yeah, I definitely got you that. I think that I
Shout out to
started
Peyton
going like,
Adams that likes the gobbledygooker and the egg.
yeah, it's a good centerpiece for Thanksgiving table. I would get another. Maybe I did get another one. There's a chance. I've done stuff like that before where I'm like, oh, it's low price. Why not get it? And then I'm like, what's the point? It's just going to sit somewhere. So I made 2 orders.
2?
Yeah, because I forgot something. I went back and had to do another. So here's order number 1, which I'm already, number 1, I'm like, I don't really need that, but I guess. So I got a Jerry Lawler. It's like the red crown, black suit jacket thing of Jerry Lawler. So I was like, that's not too bad. It's a little overpriced. I feel like now that I ordered it, well, here's the thing. This is from Survivor Series 2023. I never saw that in stores, and it's $30. So that's probably as cheap as I'm gonna get it, unless there's some stockpile somewhere that's gonna come in. So I get that. I got a double J Jeff Jarrett, like modern times Jeff Jarrett, like it's AEW figure. But the reason I got this is because I'm counting this as Lompoc, Boys and Girls Club, Vendetta Pro Wrestling Jeff Jarrett, because he worked one show. They were trying to. Did you go to that show?
No.
Working. Patrick and Ramiro went, I think, and Ramiro's wife or something maybe. But Jeff Jarrett was selling a guitar. They'd go out at intermission like, you could get a genuine Jeff Jarrett guitar. It just seemed like you want to get the fuck out of there. And when his match was coming up, I was working the music because the music guy had to go do a match or something. Jeff just like standing. His opponent went out, and it's like this Money Mark guy that basically bought an NWA title to like he was rich from real estate or something, and he wanted to be a wrestler, so he bought a title to bring back like the Texas or the Western States title or something, and then he would do matches on our shows, and then he'd pay for like a big star to come out and wrestle him. So you'd do like Carlito or you'd do Matt Hardy, and this time he was doing Jeff Jarrett, and they were just doing matches all up and down the coast or whatever. So this guy went out and he's like doing his like talking shit or whatever, and Jeff's standing there. He's like, fuck this guy. Like every night he's just like, he's doing this, like whatever. He just seemed so upset that he was there. He's like, wait, are you doing music? And I was like, yeah. He's like, put my music on. And I was like, hell yeah, Jeff Jarrett. And I put it on. He went out. So he went out early. Like he cut the guy's promo short. And then I remember it was either, I think I heard it, but it might have been Patrick or something. But like Jeff was leaving and he had like a handler with him. He's like, get me the fuck out of here. So I was like, oh, that's awesome. So I'm counting that as Jeff Jarrett current.
So whatever happened with the guitar?
He'd go to, we did a show the night before it, like Kings City Fair, and it was the same thing. Like he just had like a stockpile of guitars that he thought he could sell. Probably had like 5 or 10, and they were selling it for like, they were not selling it cheap. I think it was over $100, maybe like $200. And they just thought, oh, he's gonna sign this guitar, and some mark's gonna buy it or like try and buy it for less, but it's like a $10 guitar, you know?
Right.
I don't think he sold any. I think that's why he was like, get me the fuck out of here.
Okay. All right. So we got the Jeff Jarrett Lompoc.
Okay. So then we'll just run through it now because it makes sense. Sandman. I got the Sandman. I feel like I'm worried about finding it in stores. I need a Sandman. It's got barbed wire. It comes with 4 beer cans. Pretty crazy. Kendo stick, all that shit. RVD Defining Moments, which you can only get that on Ringside. So I was like, I might as well get it now. There's a chance it'll be half the price in 6 months, but I don't know.
There's also a chance it might sell out. Yeah,
because the CM Punk sold out, and I don't know if they're going to restock it, or I haven't seen it up again, so whatever. And then we come to gobbledygooker and an egg. Eggs only $4, man. That's good. Should buy a whole mess of these eggs.
Buy a dozen eggs.
Yeah, buy a dozen. It'd be cheaper than a real dozen, maybe.
No shit. No shit there. Yeah.
And then I got the Terry Gordy Executioner 2-in-1. So okay. I don't even want to say how much I spent on all that, but that was one bill.
You can thank Ridgecrest.
Yeah, and then the other one, somehow I forgot. Oh, here's why I did that, because so with ringside, whatever order you make, the earliest you're gonna get it is the whatever's on your order, whatever it says. Like if one says August and one says September, you're not getting anything till September. Like if it's not coming to so the Sandman and RVD says mid-September, so I ordered all that shit on that one. And I was like, I'll do another order because then, yeah, this doesn't make. I think I just forgot. There was a Bruno Sammartino. I was like, shit, I do need a Bruno. Fuck it, I'll get it. I'll probably see that in stores and I'll be pissed, but whatever. And then I got the Steiner Brothers. That's not coming till November.
Oh, with the Michigan jackets.
Yes, I was like, I might. That's exclusive too, so I was like, it's overpriced, but I feel like that's one that could.
Dude, those was probably the Steiner Brothers, probably $80, weren't they?
75. Just steep, but it's hard to tell. Like I said, some of these ringside things are like up there forever, and you never like. They go down in price. They keep going. Like that'll be down to like $40 by the end, but sometimes they sell out and then you never see them again. So whatever. I don't fucking know.
The Vader? You sent a cool Vader one. Did you?
No, that's like a Target or.
Was that an Ultimate?
I think it's a Target exclusive Ultimate Vader, but it's not out yet. Like it's not. The pre-orders are gonna go up, but I don't know. I'm worried about those too. I've never seen a Yoko. Yoko's a Target exclusive Ultimate. I never saw one. I don't know what's going on. There's distribution problems, obviously.
Huh. Do not know.
Yeah, that's my.
I thought you got the Yoko.
I ordered it on.
You have a different Yoko.
Getting it. I thought about going like hunting, and then I saw it. It said it was in stock somewhere. I went and checked. It wasn't there. So, and I got Yoko in white pants, which isn't the red. The red's like
That's the classic Yoko.
But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get the Yoko unless I just happen upon it. It's like that Brett, the newer Brett. I kind of think I need that though, because I got Anvil and Bulldog in the Heart Foundation jackets. And I think I need that Brett with the Heart Foundation. I think it comes with the Heart Foundation jacket where it's like the skull on the back.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, I probably don't because I got a bunch of Bretts already, but.
You just need the jacket.
Yeah. My main dilemma right now with opening shit is before I open it to display it, I look up the price, and if it's like there's a DX Army, and I was gonna open all those, and then I look, and Billy Gunn's for some reason that's like $100 figure, and I'm like, well, should I just sell this Billy Gunn and then get it cheaper? Yeah, I don't know, something about the Billy Gunn, and they were plentiful, they were all over the place, and all of a sudden like there's just demand for this one Billy Gunn for some reason. I don't know, but then I'm like $100, I'm not gonna sell it, or who am I gonna sell it to, or I don't know. I gotta stop buying shit. But I think that massive order I made, the idea is that I don't have to buy shit for a long time. But
yeah, it's gonna have to hold you over.
Yeah, and then plus I bought all these fucking superstars because I saw a bunch of them. Now I got
Dude, you struck the lotto on them superstars.
Yeah, and it was a Thursday night. Usually they don't restock till Friday, and they must have just like put it out on Thursday. Maybe Thursday is the day to go, and I got like a couple for Patrick, and I got the full set for me. Well, kind of the full set for me. But even those, I'm starting to get like, there's too fucking many. I don't know if I need them all.
Well, you can't stop now because you got them all.
I know, yeah. Well, I don't have Bray Wyatt. I refuse to get that one still. He's not a legend one. So, I mean, now that he's dead, but like.
I think that one's available at the Lompoc Walmart.
Yeah, I see them all over the place still, but if I found one for like discounted price, I would, but I'm not going to pay $22 for that shit. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I got to get this room in order. I didn't get it in order. It's better than it was, but it's not what it needs to be. So got to start unpacking. On this fucking job now, it's 12-hour days, so I don't know when that's going to happen.
What's your opinions on Uncle Howdy's split personality?
I didn't really watch it like the full thing. I kind of like, I think I got a grasp of what they were doing, and it's cool. It's like makes it different, I guess. But I don't know. It's just like it's the same thing that happened with Bray. It's like, what happens when the match starts, and is this going to be as successful as Bray's stuff? And if not, are they just going to give up? Or is it I mean, you can have your place for the spooky stuff on the show, but it's just, I feel like it's going to become a mid-card act, and then they're just going to lose interest in like whatever. But I don't know, it's not Vince, so who knows? Could be different. Maybe this will be better because of Triple H or whoever's writing shit. But I'm not a big fan of the spooky stuff. It always makes people look like bitches, and then like kills their character. Like Seth Rollins, when he was like, he had to act like he was crying or like scared. Like he I think he lost a lot there. And now he's like this guy, and like I don't know, like the only way he could recover is become this guy that just wears flashy clothing or something. I don't even get it. I don't like his gimmick now. He's a great wrestler and all, but I never like people just chanting his music. I don't know. I don't get it. It's not my thing. But what do you think about Howdy and all that shit?
Be interested to see where they're going. I think right now, would you say they're like a kind of on a split personality between Uncle Howdy and what are they calling him now? Bo Dallas?
Yeah.
Or are they calling him by his? I don't know. They haven't really addressed him as.
Yeah.
Taylor? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see where they're going and what happens when it gets into the ring.
Yeah, because it's like you can do all this spooky shit, but then it's like you got to wrestle a match, and they never want to let them just do a wrestling match. Even like I'm trying to think, like Undertaker was spooky, but he'd just wrestle like kind of zombie, like whatever, but he'd still do a wrestling match. Huh?
Undertaker could have a match.
Yeah, and Bo is good. He's a good wrestler and all, but like it's like they always try to overdo it with the special shit. It's like, oh, there's got to be weird lights, or like I don't know. Bray had good matches, so maybe they'll just let.
That's what I was just gonna ask you. Was Bray not a good worker?
It's just he had good matches. Well, it was like people like Cena or whatever, and they didn't overdo the spooky shit, you know, or like because every time it was like, oh, this match is fucking terrible, like the Randy Orton match with the cockroaches on the projected on the mat or whatever. It's like, yeah, because they're doing all this stupid shit that's doesn't fit into this. It's like in wrestling, I feel like you can do the wacky spooky shit, but then once it's in a wrestling ring, it's kind of like you got to just wrestle and like fit some stuff gimmick in with it, but you can't just like it can't be like I'm trying to think of any other.
It's overtaking the flavor of the whole.
Yeah, like you can't just suddenly change how a wrestling match totally works. Like you can't just go, oh, this is a movie now, in front of these people. It's like you can do your spooky movie backstage, but you can't do it in front of a crowd like that. It just doesn't work usually. And even if like the crowd cheers for it, it's like oh, this is a shitty match, and nobody wants to see that again.
So did they have to do the spooky shit with Bray because Bray was unwilling to let his character take unnecessary punishment? Or
it was like a lot of Vince. It seemed like on that Bray documentary he was always talking about, or I heard he was talking about like something always fucking things up for him, like in certain ways, like struggling, like being stressed out. And it was like because he was dealing with Vince, like because they'd have a plan and then Vince changed his mind, and then he's like us, like freaking out about it because he's like, we had this great idea and then Vince changed his mind, and then that's what probably why he had some health problems, is like being stressed out on the road all the time. But I don't know. It's just, yeah, like Undertaker, think of like the bullshit Undertaker matches where it's like, I don't know, just when it got too silly, it's like, okay.
Like the Giant Gonzalez?
Yeah, shit like that, or like whenever they're like setting people on fire, it's like, oh, it's kind of a cool spectacle, but like doesn't make for a good wrestling match, which seems like something you still have to like kind of have a good match nowadays. I don't know. When the bullshit overshadows the match, then it's like, okay, well,
time to redevelop the character.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
So you don't sound like you have high hopes.
It's just never. It's like their thing is they're scary, and then they got the either babyface or heel has to act like they're scared, and then it's like, oh, you're scared. Like this guy, like Gable's fucking Olympian, and he's scared of like the boogeyman. It's like, I guess whatever. Like you're a real heel. And then if he's like crying and running from these guys and then he does beat them, it's like they look like shit. And if he loses, it's like you're a little bitch and you're never going to be above the level you're at. So it just makes everybody look bad, one way or the other. And then nobody's going to rise up and be something out of it. And then all the other guys in the group, none of them are like, I don't think any of them are spectacular. It's like, I don't know. Hopefully it works out. They make a lot of money, but.
So in your opinion, what would be a successful run for this? I mean, is Uncle Howdy going to be world champion?
No, I don't think. I mean, that they probably shouldn't have him even go for it unless he gets really popular. I mean, it's just like a matter of if the fans want him to, but like think how serious the Bloodline storyline is, or Cody, and then think of like, oh, now one of them has to act like they're scared of the Wyatts, or what, you know, they're doing like spooky stuff to them. It just doesn't quite fit. I know it's like a variety show, but like doesn't seem like something that could. I don't know. The Wyatts. I feel like Bray Wyatt was pretty when he was with the Harper and Rowan. It's pretty good. And then he got into like the Fiend stuff, which was cool, but then it got too like supernaturally, and then it was just like, what are we doing?
All right. So Money in the Bank this Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Predictions?
I don't know. I heard somebody say like maybe Drew wins and then Punk screws him while he's cashing in again, and it's just like continue that. But I feel like you can always. It's like it seems like every year they do one that somebody keeps it for a long time and then cashes in, and then one that they cash in like immediately. So if you're gonna do do it that way, then that makes sense with Drew. But I don't know. It seems get so much out of it to kill it in like less than a month it doesn't really make sense unless you need the title off somebody. That would make sense, but I don't know. Like who's in it? Like Gable and
LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, Drew.
Yeah.
Chad Gable.
Huh. Yeah, I like Drew makes the most obvious sense to me, unless they're really going to elevate Gable or something. I don't see Knight or Carmelo. I don't know how he's doing. It doesn't seem like he's lighting the world on fire, but I don't think he's getting it. And then, yeah, whoever else is in it. I'm going to pick Drew.
I don't remember the other two.
Yeah. Who do you think?
Oh, Uso.
Oh, yeah, he could win it. But that, to me, that's kind of like, I don't think he's, he's too, I don't think, like, who would he use it on? Unless it's, like, going to be, yeah, I'm just trying to think who the champions are and who they're going to be in the future, and it doesn't really make sense to me unless he's going to keep it for a really long time when somebody else totally different has it. Yeah,
I don't know if any of those guys are. They could be ones that cash in and lose on the guy side.
Yeah, so if you're going to do that, you might as well just do the Drew and then have Punk screw him, or Punk or Drew wins, and then it's like him and Punk for the title whenever.
Which is always, a possibility. And then Punk's probably got to lose, right?
I don't know. It just depends. Like if they're gonna hold that shit off to WrestleMania, then I don't see how they could. It's way too far away. And Punk wants to headline WrestleMania. Well, that's probably.
So does Dwayne and Roman and Cody.
Yeah, but there's 2 nights he could do. It's probably but who knows? Like that, he's always getting hurt and shit. Like who knows next year?
Yeah, he's older. Yeah. Injuries are starting to mount up on him.
Yeah, he's got to make money while he can.
Did we hit everything?
What about, and then the women's Money in the Bank? Who's on that?
Io?
Yeah, who's gonna win? I don't know. That one doesn't matter as much. It seems like it's just they pick whoever they're gonna pick, and then.
But the women have 100% success cash-in rate. So if you get that thing,
maybe it's time to pick somebody that's gonna lose or whatever.
Like the next one, the next like EO or the next transitional champion, so to speak.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really thought about. I didn't even realize it was. I mean, I kind of realized it was this weekend, but I was like, damn, what's with these bookers, for these indie promotions booking me to wrestle on the same day as a WWE pay-per-view? Like, you guys know the schedule. They booked this long time ago. You don't need to run the same day as a premium live event, but.
Dude, maybe that's what you should do. Cut a heel promo on the promoter.
I think a lot of people.
Shit.
Yeah.
That would be like so out of your character though, but.
Yeah. No, I think I'm supposed to join a group where I'm like, I don't know. It's not going to be as Jesus-y. It's like more just like, I don't know. We're just beating the shit out of people. So it doesn't really matter anymore. And I don't know if I feel like I've seen a lot of people cut promos on this guy. And I don't know I think it was usually planned, but it's like, yeah, like he's known as he's an indie promoter. They're all the same. They're all pretty much the same. There's varying degrees, but they're all like, they don't want to pay anybody anything because they're barely making any money. They're like, any way they can, like, if you can work for free or $20, great. And they'll just keep your rate down until you make a demand or I don't know. I don't even know. I sold a bunch of tickets for this dude the other day to friends and family or whatever. And I didn't get the same amount of money that I made him back. So it's kind of, or even half. So
what?
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Like you got a budget, but whatever.
That's kind of shitty.
Dude. And then we didn't even do what we said we were going to do on the show. So it's like, there's a miscommunication. And I'm like, cool. All right. So it's just the man trying to hold the Apostle down. You know.
Sounds like it. It's unacceptable. Just unacceptable.
We'll get.
Why don't you make your own promotion?
Yeah, we should. We should run our own. Do Vegas and Lompoc. That's the loop. That'll
be like us holding the people down.
Yeah, we'll hold them down. It's the worst thing you could. It's like worse than starting a restaurant, from what I hear. You'll just like blow a bunch of money. It'll be very hard to make any money. You got to really like it. We love wrestling, so that's the first step.
Yeah.
But just we got to get a ring, either rent one or buy one, and then we got to get the ring to a place that we rented, and then we got to get wrestlers to show up and wrestle. So those are the three things. Everything else is extra. So pipe and drape, music,
fans.
Fans. Yeah. I don't know. We'll think about it. I was saying, for my wedding reception in Lompoc, I was going to run a show. I mean, someday, hopefully, maybe this year, if I get my shit together, get some extra money. But I don't know. Let's see.
That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, it would be good. It would just be I don't know if I'd open to the public, but I'd invite it, at least you guys would be there. See what's going on. I got it all. I got some of it booked already, but it's just gotta get dates.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're kind of petering out a little bit, I feel, tonight.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I don't think I'm gonna do gym or garage workout. I might just wake up at what time you wake up at, like 4? Jesus.
Today I did.
Okay. I gotta work at 9, so I might get up at like 6 and do the garage workout.
Yeah, it'd only be 80 degrees in there then, huh?
Yeah, it's not quite as hot as I want it, but yeah, maybe I'll get a better workout going. I have more time.
All right.
What are you doing for 4th of July?
Working.
The whole day, or are you doing anything after barbecuing?
No. Nothing, just working.
Yeah.
Then my boss is going on vacation, so I got to run the whole shit. It sucks.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's what I signed up for.
Yeah, it's true. You're making the big bucks.
Yeah, they're not that big.
Not worth it sometimes, I'm sure, but
yeah.
All right.
Well, have a good night. Tell Sadie I said hello, and we will be in touch.
All right. If you want to do a special edition tomorrow for 4th of July, we can do it, a short or something. But maybe
you'll be around.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right. We'll touch base tomorrow.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
Later. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road